Well, hello everyone, and welcome to VTRX. This is the season finale for this first season of VTRX, and we're, as you can see from the air here, at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Beautiful racetrack for these beautiful Superstar Racing Experience cars, where our beautiful VTubers are going to race around. So, my name is Julian Strasser, and I'm here today with Ruby. Hello, Ruby. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing pretty great. Thank you so much. I miss being in the booth, and I hope the race is pretty good. Actually, I miss being on the track. Unfortunately, I had a few illnesses get in the way, and I do feel better now. But I just cannot pass up the opportunity to commentate once again.
That's very much great. It's good that you're healthy again, or at least enough to do this. Obviously, Ruby is today controlling the cameras due to a pre-race. Well, I guess a misunderstanding of some sort. Anyways, that's how it happens today. We are currently, I think, in the qualifying session, which, if you're new to iRacing, the qualifying session is where everyone is just on the track on their own, having their own little solo qualifying session. There's no way to interfere with another person's lap. However, they also only get 2 laps to do a well, to do laps, 2 laps to get a fast lap. So after 2 laps, that is basically the decided order then for the heat race, where I've been sort of listening into Reska's stream because he set this event up. Of course, Reska Kyoso, who is currently leading the championship, if I recall correctly. Actually, do we have championship standings?
I believe I would have to check, but I think the best guess would be is that Reska, who has been dominant this whole season, would be leading the championship, honestly, because I believe he's won Thompson and he has won the last round at, I believe, USA International, which unfortunately I did not get to race in, and I really wish I did, because it is, I mean, I've always wanted to race on a dirt track and track, but unfortunately that's just not how it'll go.
It was a great race. I solo commented that, and afterwards my voice was gone. So yeah, it was fun commentating on that one. So today we're not on a dirt oval. Today we are obviously on a tarmac oval, Charlotte Motor Speedway, and well, it's much broader, the track. It has longer straights. It is not on the level of super speedways. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, it is a speedway. It's a 1.5 mile. It's very big. It's a very large circuit, especially if you come from a short oval, because this compared to USA and Thompson, I mean, this looks like Daytona, but once you get to Daytona, this feels like nothing. But for these cars, it's going to be the first time we're going to see them turn loose. We're going to finally see a lot of that horsepower just come to play, and we're going to probably see a bit of pack racing if um if this track so desires, or the track temps do desire. I did not get a good chance to look at the track temps. We'll take a look at that right now once again, if it'll allow us. But yes, I do believe that the track temps should be enabling it. I mean, we do have a very it's a very cool track of the night, and that means that that's the part where the track temps start to go down and the times start to go up.
Yeah. Um. In the meantime, since we are doing the qualifying session right now, let me finish my train of thought from earlier. And there is going to be, well, it's planned for 2 heat races, but as far as I could tell, it is not actually 2 heat races, and the second one is getting skipped or something today, because we're just above the cutoff of 10 people for 2 heat races. And yeah, so it's going to be interesting seeing what is actually going to happen there. It is definitely going to be at least 1 heat race and 1 feature race. And I
Yes.
can already tell you that the qualifying session so far has yielded some results. As currently in the qualifying session, it seems like Asa, the Nyanpire, is leading David Katz and Lithium Fox. Reska Kyoso, the championship leader after qualifying, currently only down in 7th position.
As we get finished with the qualifying session, we're going to take a look again at the track conditions. Once again, 20 degrees Celsius. That's very cool for the track, at least an oval track. Usually you see track conditions, track temps up in the 40s, maybe even 50s sometimes. But for now, it is a pretty comfy track condition, pretty comfy track as I try to get this ticker sorted. Excuse me.
Is that actually track temp or is that ambient temperature?
I believe it is ambient temperature.
Yeah. Okay. So the cars are lining up, it seems.
So it seems like first lining up is going to be Asa the Nyanpire, as you just said. Then it's going to be Lithium Fox. I do believe we actually had a cutoff for the heat races. There's going to be at least 7 cars in this heat, actually, if my timing screen is correct. I need to check. No, excuse me, 6 cars in this heat. So it'll be, Heat 1 will have 6 cars, Heat 2 will have 6 cars, and in this heat it's going to be Asa the Empire, Lithium Fox, Striker 95, Reska Kyoso, Solil Drukrox, and Wyatt Natus.
Oh, that already makes this heat race very interesting because Lithium Fox and Reska Kyoso are the 2 people who are, well, most heavily fighting for the championship lead right now, and obviously for the championship win, as this is the last round of the championship. So seeing them 2 battle it out already in Heat 1, oh boy. So of course the heats are going to decide the starting order for the feature race. I think Heat 1 is deciding the inside lane, and Heat 2 the outside lane.
Correct, that is correct. So, looks like everybody here will be starting in the inside, which is definitely what you want at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I don't believe there's going to be a prominent outside line here. Usually everybody just sticks to the bottom. Sometimes you have the momentum, you can make it work in your favor, but for the most part, you definitely want to stick to the bottom as much as you can. So here they go, the cars are rolling off. Asa the Empire, of course, the first to go off, then it's Lithium Fox. Then it is, I believe that is Striker 95, and then Reska Kyoso. 2 laps around, compared to, actually no, 1 lap around compared to the short tracks, which have been 2 laps. So we'll get a pretty quick start here.
Get a pretty quick start, and then it's only 7 laps, I believe, for this heat race. So rather short race as well, deciding who is going to start first on the inside lane of the feature race. And judging by the qualifying times, I have them open. Asa was quite dominant, doing a 30.67 out of David Katz with a 30.70, Lithium Fox with a 30.77. Striker, who's also in here, did a 30.81. Reska did a 30.91. There's already 3 tenths at least between these, so it's gonna be interesting to see how that is developing in the pack.
As we get set for the race start here, excuse me, as I get the timing screen sorted. But take it away, Julian.
Yes, we're coming up the pace car. Pace car is into the pits, and we are almost at the finish line. The lights are on, and
we are green.
Let's go racing. It looks like Reska had a great start. The Lithium Fox as well. They both overtook Asa on the outside, and Lithium Fox is now leading through turn 2, coming onto the back straight already. Striker 95 is side by side with Asa, and right behind there is someone in the wall. It's Wyatt Natus, I believe.
Yes, it was Wyatt Natus in that Alltel sponsored SRX car. Now having a great season so far in the SRX, but meanwhile at the head of the field it is still Lithium Fox, then it's Reska Kyoso, Striker 95, who was holding off Asa the Nyanpire. And then back there we see Solil Drukrox in the very cursed livery there. I'm not sure what to even call that, but Solil Drukrox looking to the inside of Wyatt Natus. So far, a very close race. Definitely what we expected here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
I would call it a sticker bomb, and that is definitely lovely to see. Well, I find it lovely anyways. So yes, this is currently the battle. It seems like Lilium Fox is leading ahead of Rescue Kyoso. However, the two are sort of setting themselves apart from Striker 95 and Asa. And it looks like Wyatt Natus always seems to favor that midline, not very much on the top, not very much on the bottom. Is there a reason for that?
Well, the middle can be at least somewhat quicker if you use the momentum, as Soleil Drewcrox nearly goes around, saves it, but she loses a lot of the pack. That's a lot of time loss, but it could definitely be working in your favor. You could probably find a bit more speed as we have a battle for the lead here between Rescue Kyoso and Lithium Fox. Rescue Kyoso on the bottom line making it work, but Lithium Fox using the momentum on the top side to keep the lead for now.
But it looks like Reska is not done yet. Reska keeping this low line. However, as you said, on the upper line, you have much more momentum coming out onto the straight.
Awesome, Jens marked around.
Oh, I wonder if there was a touch there
Oh,
between Asa.
more! So Lil Drewcrox had a big moment there, trying to avoid Asa the Empire.
That looks like those two are going to start very much from the back.
Yeah, you see there already Solo Drewcrox just hard in the wall.
Yeah.
And just in the pits.
At least this race is not for points. This is just for the starting position. And we have a yellow flag. That is Lithium Fox turnaround at the caution.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, I'm as confused as you are at this point.
Why is he overtaking Reska? Was he in front of Reska before?
Yes, well, I believe he was at the...
so.
Yeah, he was at the flag, yes.
But is he then entitled to get the place back if he spins?
Yes, as long as you cross before the line, I believe you are entitled to the position. As I believe Wyatt Natus is in the pits trying to get some tires on it. Maybe maybe he slid the tires a bit too much. Maybe he's just taking a shot. I mean, you already do that back of the pack. I might as well. And there's only about, what, other 4 cars you need to get past? He's going to have a big tire advantage.
Yeah, that is true. It is a long lap, and the safety car is going to stay out for 1 or 2 laps, or 3 laps maybe even. So this might be the gamble of the century. Get some fresh tires in there in order to catch up with the front.
Well, it's not even much of a gamble. Wyatt Natus is already at the back of the pack for quite a bit, so it's going to give him an advantage for sure. Everybody else is on, well, I mean, we've only done, say, like 5 laps, 6 laps into green. But we'll see how much of a difference it is. I remember a lot of the time during my Opal races, it made some difference. But we'll see when the pace car lights come off.
It could have potentially also been a bit of damage, as I think Wyatt Natus came together with Asa, causing the entire situation.
Oh, that's a good call.
So yeah, Wyatt Natus, as we see, is now on the back of the pack already, and the pace car is going to stay out for now. So we're going to do at least 1 more lap.
Striker 95 also dove into the pits. They had a bit of damage on the front end, so probably trying to get that fixed. We do have a fast repair, so you don't have to wait a lot of time. Pace car lights are still on, so 1 more caution lap around here. I mean, 2 more caution laps around here until we potentially get the 1 to go. This seems like Lithium Fox did have a bit of damage on his rear end. Might have been turned or something by Rescue Kyoso during the caution lap when they were slowing down. Not sure what's going on there, but either way, that's just how it turned out. Yeah, I don't have any explanation for that.
Actually, I don't think I'm the only one not knowing this. So what do you mean the safety light is on, so we're going to do 1 more full lap?
So, when the pace car lights are on, it's usually just a matter of just pacing, you know, the yellow flag's out. But when the pace car crosses the start-finish line and the lights are off, that usually means it's 1 to go, and the next time we come across to the start-finish, the pace car is going to dive down, and we're going to start the race.
Is that the yellow lights on the top or all of the lights?
The yellow lights at the top.
Ah, okay.
Let's take a look at the rest of the field. Reska Kyoso, as well as we've seen in the second position. Asta the Empire in third. Then it's Wyatt Natus. Striker 95, the newcomer. You can see the Twitch Striker 95 TV. Then Soleil Drocrox, a few laps down, I believe. 2 laps down after the damage. So she is going to start last at the moment, at least last of the running order.
Oh, being 2 laps down is really unfortunate. If we got another yellow flag situation, she could have get the Joker wave around, or what is that called again?
Yes, the wave around. I'm not sure if Lucky Dog rules are in effect, but if you do not pit, and if you're the first car a lap down or 2 laps down, or how many laps down, then you get to do a free wave around, you get a lap back. So as you see, the pace car lights are off, so this is going to be the final lap under yellow until we get back to green flag racing.
Lucky Dog, right? Yeah, that is under effect as far as I'm concerned. As at least at the last 2 rounds, there have always been some wave rounds happening. So it would be weird if it wasn't available this time around.
All right, so Reska Kyoso on the outside this time, and Lithium Fox on the inside. It's going to be an inverse of what was going on before the caution flag came out, so we'll see if Lithium Fox can hold down the bottom, and we'll see if Reska Kyoso is able to stop the momentum of Lithium Fox by just holding out the outside. Getting that outside to work is so essential to defending your position, to at least, or even passing. So we'll see what happens here coming to the restart. Careful here, nobody spin the tires. Green flag is out. Lithium Fox gets a pretty good start here. Reska Kyoso has to fall in line to the inside. Also, the Nyanpire right behind, and it's Wyatt Natus on those new tires. But so far, Lithium Fox with a good gap coming into turn 1, then into turn 2. So far, Lithium Fox, the battery charged Fox. Oh, we have contact! A big wreck!
Yeah, that is Wyatt Natus coming together there with Asa once again. Wyatt Natus being pushed into the wall there because, well, there were just 2 cars in 1 space here. And
looks like time has expired, and Lithium Fox is going to take the first heat. Reska Kyoso, then Striker 95, Wyatt Natus, Asa, and Empire. Probably the reason why we saw so much urgency. But unfortunate for Asa, just got... Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but looks like we're going to go to the second heat now. Already quite a wild race.
That's, yeah, that checkered flag came really surprising to me.
Yeah, I believe that the time limits for this race are 7 minutes only, and caution flags usually add on to the length of the race. 15 laps around this place isn't too long, but of course when you put caution flags into the equation, that sort of shakes things up. But yes, at the moment right now we have David Kate, RJ Kame, Eric Gregus, Dirty Kohai, and Metric Zanes, and I believe Akito Suzugawa in this heat. I'm not sure if Akito will be showing up to the race.
Is that Dirty Kohai back there in the purple car? I think so, right?
Yes, that is Dirty Kohai.
Yeah. Who's that in the turquoise and pink livery? That's nice.
That is RJ Kame in the Arizona livery. Arizona tea.
Arizona iced tea. We hashtag not sponsored, by the way.
Now, for
we don't know if RJ is sponsored by Arizona tea.
I would like to be sponsored by Arizona. Arizona's pretty good. I really like the strawberry kiwi flavor. Either way, we're getting graded up now for the one and only formation lap. Hopefully this heat will go by a bit quicker so that we get all 15 running laps in.
Yeah, exactly. It's either 7 minutes or 14 laps, whichever comes first. I have just been able to confirm that. And after this lap, it's immediately the safety car going into the pit. Well, the pace car going into the pits. I don't know. Is it an oval thing where an oval is the pace car and on road it's the safety car?
Probably. I mean, I don't really I like to call it interchangeably in this
Oh.
case, really, since I'm sort of all over the place. I do both road and oval, so I usually get mixed up as well, so no worries about that. But either way, we're about to come into the green flag. Here, the pace car will dive into the pit lane, letting David Kotze and RJ Kame lead the field here. David Kotze, it is essential to get a great start here in order to keep that bottom lane, or else the RJ Kame will rocket around the outside. RJ Kame, of course, the special guest driver here, slowly coming to the start-finish. David Kotze in control. Green flag is out. Into the first corner. David Kotze has a little bit of advantage over RJ Kame. Looks like MJ Kane had a bit of a slow start there, but RJ Kame will have to file behind David Kotze. Meanwhile, Dirty Kohai and Eric Grigas side by side. Dirty Kohai on the top. Looks like will be taking the third spot immediately from Eric Grigas, so Eric Grigas have to fall behind. And then now Dirty Kohai looking to the inside. RJ Kame already looking to make past moves, but just not there enough. Not able to get the nose in there. So first lap is David Kotze leading. Then it's RJ Kame, Dirty Kohai, Eric Grigas, and Imetric Zanes.
This is good for Eric Regis for still being in this battle here in the leading group, because Eric is on for a good position in the championship, so needs a good finishing position here to have a good start in the feature race. But yeah, David Katz seems to be very easily in control of the field right now. RJ came right behind there, going for a lower line there as David has taken the middle line, but everyone is following RJ.
David Kotze, one of the more experienced drivers on the oval side, I believe. RJ Kame as well. RJ Kame, one of the more experienced sim racers as well. But at the moment, it's a single file, not as hectic as last time round. As I say that, Dirty Kohai gets loose, but is able to keep it off the wall, keep it outside the inside retaining wall. But Eric Grigas is going to take advantage of it. Eric Grigas, of course, been doing a lot of oval racing so far in the NIS series.
Eric Regis is looking to take every opportunity that is available to him. However, this time it did not work. Dirty Kohai really trying to defend for this position, but Eric Regis getting really up and close and personal here, trying to get a better run. However, with the lower line, not probably having the momentum to get it side by side, as it seems like, well, the cars are already starting to get it a bit loosey-goosey on the entries.
Oh, speaking of loosey-goosey, Dirty Kohai just got turned, gets to stop in the middle of the racing surface, and the yellow flag comes out. We're going to see what happened there. We're just already past that, so we'll go and rewind just a bit here.
It seems as that Eric Regis... Oh, no.
No, there was no contact. Excuse me.
That did not look like a contact. That was just Dirty Kohai losing it all on his own.
Thankfully, keeps it off the wall, is able to... Imetric Zanes goes high, avoids Dirty Kohai, and everybody can just go on their merry way here. So Dirty Kohai, unfortunately, having to probably file right behind all the way back in... Well, I shouldn't say all the way back, because it's not really a long ways back, but in the 5th position, behind Grigas, RJ Kame, David Kotze, and Imetric Zanes. Actually, I'm not sure what's going on. Looks like Imetric Zanes has, perhaps... Excuse me. The overlay is not cooperating with us today, so excuse me for that. But yeah, I believe everybody is just kind of getting confused with the grid order at the moment, with pacing. There you can see Imetric Zanes.
I think they mistakenly overtook the pace car, so they're now letting it back past again or something like that.
You are right, as Imetric Zanes, yes, will file behind Grigas, but ahead of Dirty Kohai. So lights, pace car lights are out because nobody else has decided to pit. So David Kotze will leave the field to the restart. We'll see if we're going to be able to get every lap of green flag racing underway here. Looks like 9 laps ago. We might as well just.
Well, I mean, this time around, since we're already having the yellow flag, it's going to lead up to the 7 minutes now. So it's going to be cut short once again. We're not getting the full 14 laps. However, 7 minutes of action. What can you say? Can't complain. It's the heat race after all. It's supposed to give off some heat. It's supposed to be hot and sweaty. Well, not too much, hopefully. But yeah, as everyone is lining up now, and
Green flag
they
is
are
out.
go.
David Katse gets a great start there. RJ Kane will have to file behind quite a bit away. Eric Gregus right behind. Then Dirty Gohai. And then Magic Zanes. Pretty spaced out at the moment, so people are just going to run until time expires. 5 minutes passed already. So it looks like actually RJ Kane is catching up just a tiny bit. You can see there, yeah, maybe David Katse losing a bit of time. So the Arizona-sponsored car is able to get his nose right to the rear of the KRT Racing SRX machine.
Yeah, it looked like he got a little loose head there, though, trying to avoid on the exit of turn 4. However, RJ looking very comfortable right now and looking very racy. Oh, looking to take advantage
Oh,
of
very
this.
close.
Maybe he will go for the low line.
Inside, oh, that was pretty brave, but David Katse shut the door. Great defending from David Katse, but RJ Kame has some good pace here. He's going to be trying again.
Yeah, and any minute now the checkered flag is going to fly. We're going to end because this is only the 7 minutes now that are going to be over. However, how many chances is RJ Kame still going to have? Doesn't look like too much. Now he's trying to, again, to get a nose in, but not close enough. By far not.
David Katse doing a great job of defending. Coming out of turn 4, still the leader. About to cross the line. We might have only 2 laps. We have only about 30 seconds to go in the race. And actually, this will be maybe the final lap. We'll have to see. David Katse, either way, has a great chance of winning this race. RJ Kame only has a few more opportunities to go. Might have a good shot here, though, as he gets a good run off of turn 2. Looking to the inside, looking to the outside. Nowhere to go, too far back. We might have one more lap. Ooh, it looks like RJ Kame actually gained a bit of time there coming out of 4.
Yeah, looking, he's closing up really nice to David Katz, and yes, we have one more lap.
This will be the white flag.
This will be the white flag. This will be the last chance for RJ Kane to take that frontline position for the feature race. Is he going to make it? Oh, he's got a good run there onto the back straight, but is it going to be enough to get side by side with David Katz? David Katz in the middle, going a bit low there, so RJ Kane no chance but to stay behind.
David Katz will be the winner for Heat 2 as long as he can cross the start-finish line. Yes, he will. So, ooh, RJ Kane got very close, but so far...
Actually, we're continuing.
We're continuing? No, it is the checkered flag. We are finishing now. David Katse is the Heat 1 winner. RJ Kame will come home second for Heat 2. Eric Gregas, Dirty Kohai, then Magic Zanes. That will be determining your starting order for the feature race.
Exactly. That is going to be the outer line for the starting grid of the feature race, as everyone is settling down right now. And we are preparing for the feature race. Oi, 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 that was some action already in the heat races here.
Oh my goodness, cannot wait for the actual race to start here. Meanwhile, we are doing some warm-up so that everybody can get acclimated to the cars at the moment. But it looks like so far the strongest drivers of the day are RJ Kame, David Katse, and Reska Kyoso. Of course, Reska Kyoso might be the head of the field. We'll see. But Lithium Fox actually stole that. Actually, now I remember, Lithium Fox stole the win there in Heat 1. So we'll see if Reska Kyoso is able to take, is able to storm to the front, starting from P3 on the grid. Meanwhile, we have David Katse on the outside row starting P2, and RJ Kane starting P4. Starting outside on the outside is a little bit tricky, but you do get the momentum outside of the corner. So as long as you can get a good jump on the start, you might be able to take advantage if there is a mistake by the inside driver.
Yes. So, real quick, a bit of a technical thing. Is the overlay working again?
The overlay, I'm not sure. The timing ticker does not work for some reason. I'm gonna have to look into that.
If it's not working, try. I think you need to try rejoining the server. Unfortunately.
So give us a few moments as we um try and get this sorted.
We're doing it live.
Exactly.
Anyways, yeah, in the meantime, so we're at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and it's looking very good for Lithium Fox to take this championship, to take this first iRacing championship that we have going on. But Reska only he is starting in P3, so he can take the battle right up front there.
So probably the most experience in the oval side. 3.4k eye reading oval, and I've raced against him. He is pretty quick. But there can be an upset. I mean, we've seen Lithium Fox win at Thompson.
I mean, honestly, would it be that much of an upset if Lithium Fox wins? I mean, he is pretty much the racer person I know that has the most experience with iRacing as a whole.
Fair, fair. Let's get these technical things sorted real quick. Yes, we are in the warm-up session at the moment. Trying to get you to the oh my goodness. The times are still not showing up. What am I doing wrong?
Oy, oy, oy. Okay, try restarting the software.
Okay, I have multiple times.
Have you closed and opened back up the software too? The time thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is simply not showing up on my end.
That is weird.
It is.
All right, now something is showing. Yay!
Still no times. But we do have at least the lap counting, and we can see who Solil Drewcrox is. You can follow Solil Drewcrox on Twitch. Sheep Mom Soul. I'm sure the sheep will really appreciate that.
Yeah, so we have, if this timer is correct, we have 30 seconds left here in the warm-up session. Everyone is just trying to get their act together, get a bit warmed up, get a bit into the groove again, as the people from race 1 obviously haven't raced in the last 7 minutes of the second race then. So yeah, get a bit comfortable with the track again. That is what they are going to try to do, as the time has now ended. Checkered flag for the warm-up is out. So everyone will be lining up on the grid shortly.
There we go. We have the times up there. Finally. Sorry to burden you all with that. Excuse me. But at the moment, Lithium Fox, as we said, lining up first, then David Katse, Reska Kyoso, RJ Kame, Striker95, Eric Gregus, White Natus, Dirty Kohai, Asa the Neon Empire, Iometric Zanes, Solil Drew Cox, and Akito Azuzagawa, who has decided to show up for the main heat.
I mean, better late than never. And this is the only race that gives points. So understandable for some way. And Akito is writing in the chat in-game right now, may the craziest win. Yeah, let's not get too crazy here. Keep it a bit cool and calm and collected, everyone, as we're doing I think 65 laps it says there at the top.
Yes, indeed. This is 65 laps of... I don't want to say absolute carnage, because absolute carnage would not be ideal. But you never know with the VTRX as we get rolling off the grid. Lithium Fox leading the way, as I said before, one formation lap.
Well, I'll be telling you, there's two cars that I would be really looking out for here. Number one is Reska, definitely trying to get the championship win under his belt now. Of course, for the championship that he even thought of. And the second one is Asa, the Nyanpire, who has been doing very well in qualifying, but got unlucky in the heat race. So I think Asa is going to try and charge through the field.
Yeah, keep an eye out for Asa. We're gonna have to see how she deals with a lot of the racing, because she has gotten into a few incidents so far, but might have just been unlucky there. We're gonna see during the main race though how everything shakes down. Now,
Important part, however, right now is that Lithium Fox is leading ahead of David Katz. They are going to start next to each other in the second row. Reska and RJ Kame, our invitee racer. Let's see, the start is going to be electric. The pace guy is going to pull into the pits right now. And they're coming up to the start line.
as we get rolling. The green flag is out. Lithium Fox gets a great jump at the start. Looks like David Katze was really struggling, so Reska Kyoso is going to immediately take second position away. David Katze already just shuffled down to the third position.
The outside lines seem to have real troubles here on the start, but this allows Reska to be in second position, and there's a real squabble in the back there. Loads of positions up for grabs here. Striker is looking at RJ Kame and making the overtake stick, and while Natus seems to be trying to take advantage of this as well.
RJ Kame got into the outside wall. Not what you want to do. That's going to get a lot of aero damage, potentially maybe even suspension damage to be hit hard enough. White Natus right around the inside of RJ Kame. He's going to take that fifth spot away, as we already have a car spinning, I heard. Looks like it just might be... I mentioned Zane's, I believe? I don't know, but I did hear a car spin its tires, but fortunately no caution is out. White is already making a charge up to the front. 3 positions gained ahead of Striker 95, and he will slot right ahead into the 4th spot, crossing the start-finish line. Meanwhile, at the head of the field, Reska Kyosa already challenging Lithium Fox for the lead, but right behind him is David Katze. So it's a train of 3 cars, the fastest 3 cars of the day. David Katze had a really bad start, but is already catching right up.
But there's such a squabble going. There's 2 squabbles going on right now. The top 3 are racing as if their life depended on it. And it looks like RJ Kame has the rear... well, has the reverse gear in. I don't know if these cars even have a reverse gear. However...
Ooh, contact
Eric
between
Regis.
Akito Suzugawa and Eric Gregus. Unfortunately, both of them keep it straight and not in the wall, but that was nearly catastrophic for both of them.
Akito with the new livery here today, but Eric Gregg is looking really fighty. RJ Kame taking the battle to strike.
3 wide!
On the inside of all of them.
That was nearly 3
Eric
wide.
Eric Gregg is taking the opportunity as well, and it looks like David Katz has spun.
David Katze is around for the 3rd position. Bad luck for him, as the Gaussian line will come out at lap 5 of 65. We'll see what happened here to David Katze.
So this is the first yellow flag. That means the timer for the fun flags is being reset.
Taking a look at David Katze now. Ooh, just lost it on his own.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Very
Real
easy to do that. Go back to live picture now. Everybody just getting lined up. We'll see who will take the pit stops here. Remember, Wyatt Natus took that pit stop in Heat 1, but it didn't really benefit him that much. But I'm not sure if I want to pit from his position, because wow, that was a great start he got there. Speaking of great starts, Akito Suzugawa made up 7 positions from his starting spot.
No, Akito is not slow in these cars. That is a fact. And making up all of these positions there was, I think, mostly due to other people just battling it out and not knowing which line to take most of the time. Because as I also see, it seems like Arthur had some troubles going almost to the back of the grid here, and David Katze is now in the pits.
Yes, indeed, David Katze is in the pits, probably changing those tires because those tires are probably cooked from that big spin, and especially around Charlotte Motor Speedway, where the right sides will take a lot of abuse with the big banking and the high speeds. You will want as fresh as tires as possible. So, good as time as ever when you're already at the back from spinning out to take those fresh sets of Goodyear Eagles.
So yeah, now David Katz is in the spot where Akito Sasagawa was at the first start, all the way at the back of the grid and trying to make up positions again.
We'll,
That is going to be a charge.
we'll see if David Katz is able to make the charge because, wow, that was a pretty clumped up pack that we saw there at the back. Just from Striker 95 on back, everybody was just jostling for on-track position. Almost really super hard to keep track of as a commentator.
Speaking of, Striker 95 seemingly got the worst end of the stick towards the end before the yellow flag there, all the way back behind Eric Regis now.
Looks like the pace car lights are off, so this will be the final lap until we get the green. Everybody going double file. Riska Kyosa on the outside. Lithium Fox on the inside. Wyatt Natus as well on the inside. We'll see if he's able to do anything from that position with that great start. RJ came once again coming in fourth, restarting in fourth, I should say. We'll see what Akito Suzukawa can do from his position. The outside lane, you could probably make it work if you can force the car on the inside. You could squeeze them and just not let them get any momentum at all. And, you know, if they make a mistake, that position is pretty much all yours.
What I know is that Reska is at least a good start. So Lithium Fox is as well. Both of them are great in their reaction times off the start usually. And so there's not going to be any trouble for the inside versus the outside lane from that regard. So yeah, as they are coming around now, turn 3 into turn 4.
Here is the exit at turn 4 as the pace car will now take the sharp left turn down into pit lane. Lithium Fox in control of the restart now. There's a blinker coming to the green flag. Lithium Fox with a good restart once again. Leaves Reska Kyosa in the dust, but Wyatt Natus is able to take advantage of the inside line and might just look to the inside. Actually side by side with Wyatt Natus. Meanwhile, at the back, it's a melee. Amatrix Names didn't get a great start. Wyatt Natus making a charge to the lead already.
I am in awe. That is amazing. Wyatt Natus, where has he been all season? Well, now he's in P1 in the lead of this race, right next to Lithium Fox as they're battling and they're coming onto the start-finish.
And there's a caution.
Slide tap in the wall. And there's a caution. Yeah, that's Striker.
Oh.
And who's that? The David Katz again.
Hatse struggling to get from the back to the front, just unfortunately caught in another incident. And that's a crab.
That's the most extreme case of crabbing I've ever seen, I think. Holy macaroni.
We'll take a look at what happened here. David Katse on the outside, nearly 3 wide. Eric Gregus got around, and Katse was just a passenger, nowhere to go. Bam.
Oh, yeah, that suspension did not like that impact on the inside wall there.
We'll take a look again via, who was it? Eric Gregus, excuse me.
Yeah, Eric trying to get to the lower line there, and misunderstanding between RJ. A slight touch there, turning Eric Gregus around and taking 5 cars.
Just unfortunate for everybody, but thankfully we all have the faster pair. They all have the faster pair for this series, so they can get right out as Lithium Fox is in the pits. Might have been because of that huge tap on the, well, I should say tap, slam on the outside wall.
Yeah, that was definitely a fast repair there, as you saw the right side of the car getting repaired, but he's taken tires as well.
Might as well. At the head of
Taken
the...
all of the tires, which is sort of surprising me. I thought on courses like this, the outside tires are more important, right?
Well, honestly, obviously, 4 tires is better than 2. I think the best part, I think the reason why people take 4 tires instead of 2 is because you already get the bit of that, the drive when you excuse me as I try to put this together. Outside the exit, the left rear tire still counts for traction when you get out the exits. So even though the right side is giving you a lot of grip in the turn, when you get out of the turn, you still want that drive out. And so that's why a lot of people usually take 4 instead of 2. And plus, having 4 fresh sets of tires is obviously faster than 2 sets. But you can gamble if you really want the track position.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, it is not that important with the track position as it is under yellow flag, so well, the other cars also were just going in for their fast repairs, it seemed. And I think the only person that took tires was Lithium Fox in this scenario.
As everybody
So
else... Sorry, go ahead.
65 laps of this in the SRX. Do you have any idea if they could survive on one set of tires?
Well, it definitely would get very tricky at the end. I'd say maybe ideally you would want 1 stop at the end. Usually, I believe, a full run in the cup car would be around, this race distance, so you could theoretically take it, but it would be very tricky at the end, as we're going single file for this restart because it is a consecutive caution.
Yeah, we're going single file restart. Everyone is lining up. White Natus, I think for the first time in this entire championship, in the lead right now. Let's see what Charlotte does to people. Sometimes the underdogs can have a chance as well, but he's directly followed by Reska Kyoso as they are coming around, and they are green. He's getting the better start. It seems like there's already a squad in the back there. Mentrix and Soleil Jerker side by side.
Maybe people
Mentrix now like the striker.
Maybe people not used to the single file restart. Remember, on single file restarts, you go when the car in front of you goes. People probably checking up and try not to get into an accident here. Meanwhile, we see Lithium Fox already climbing through their field, getting past iMetric Zanes, and now getting to the rear bumper of Asa the Empire. Gave Akatse also another gyro wanting to make up ground here, getting around the inside of iMetric Zanes. Eric Gerges right behind as well. But at the front, it is Wyatt Natus, then Reska Kyoso, Akito Suzugawa, RJ came. Ooh, Reska Kyoso hit the outside wall. Then it's going to be a pack of cars being led by Dirty Gohai. Salil Drocox looking to get past Dirty Gohai as Striker 95 looking to get around the outside. Has a great run on the outside, actually, on Salil Drocox, but is not able to clear, even get alongside. Meanwhile, Asa the Empire already sneaking up to the back of the Sheep Mom.
Yeah, Asa and Soleil could be working together there. However, Striker is still on the outside now, taking over both of them, however, blinking a bit out of existence there. Now on the back of Dirty Kohai, Striker seems to have found great pace through that corner.
Loose!
Lost it.
Soleil Drocox sliding to the inside. Oh, that's also the Empire, excuse me, sliding to the inside, and that's going to be another caution. Soleil Drocox got really loose there out of turn 2, and also the Empire, I believe, just had to take evasive action there. We're going to see what happened here.
Let's see what happens. Soleil just in the wall, and Asa trying to evade, not being able to at the last second. Well, just spinning onto the inside.
We'll take a look at the onboard footage here. Riding on board with Asa the Empire.
let's take a look at this. Maybe they already touched towards the exit of turn 2.
At that point,
Oh, so let's lost it.
yeah, at that point you're already committed to the line, and there is nothing also the Neon Pirate could do at that point. I mean, no fault of anybody. You know, I mean, it's just Soleil lost it out of turn 4. Maybe just too much right foot. Maybe just the tires were wearing down a little bit. Not sure, as Jane's punt spun into yellow, but yeah, nothing also the Pirate could do at that point, unfortunately for her. She's going to have to go down pit lane and fix that damage.
Soleil Drokux as well, following into the pits, I see right behind.
RJ came another car into the pits. Not sure why, but as you can see, RJ came the special guest driver, V4H race winner. Oh yeah, he had some damage, so probably fixing that, and get some right side tires and potentially some left side tires here too. Only 16 laps under our belts here.
Yeah, this has been quite carnage. I think in the beginning when they said "May the craziest win," I think they were taking that a bit too literally.
RJ Kame takes all 4 tires, so a fresh set of Goodyear Eagles on an SRX VTRX car to get set for the restart. Wyatt Natus once again will be leading the field to the restart. This will, I believe, will be a double file restart, as Resuka Kyoso will be on the outside. Akito Suzuka will have the advantage to be on the inside, and when you're on the inside, you have a bit more advantage when you're behind the leader, because the leader takes control of the green flag start, and a lot of the time when you're on the outside, you need to react to that.
What I found interesting last time around is that it seemed like Wyatt Natus actually pulled a gap to Reska, so Wyatt Natus seems to be very comfortable around here, especially in this stage of the race.
Yeah, this does seem to have been Wyatt Natus's strongest track so far. We've seen them struggle at Lime Rock, at Thompson. I'm not sure about USA, but this, you know, he's wishing that we could run this every week.
It sure seems like it. Right behind that is Reska, then Akito and Dirty Kohai. This is, I think, the first start of the feature race that we've had where RJ Kane does not start in P4.
Julian, have you ever driven these cars, actually? The SRX cars?
No. No.
700 horsepower, just a lot of power. You don't have any interest in driving these cars?
I do have SRX the game, but I've never started it. I'm afraid to say.
Quite a good game, actually, but pales in comparison to this car, especially around dirt ovals. Dirt ovals, it is just another thing entirely. Oh man,
I reckon. I know a bit of dirt oval from only the dirt micro sprint cars. And that is already a handful, a completely different beast. I'm led to believe. Well,
say, what if we put the VTubers in the 410 sprint cars? How good of an idea that is.
Oh my god.
I think it would be a fantastic idea. I'm not sure it'll get any running under green. I'm not sure if we'll even finish the race by an hour as the race car lights go off. Everybody lines up double file, but oh my goodness, I would pay. Well, I'm not sure if I would pay money because I feel like I would either fall asleep quickly or lose my sanity. Maybe I'm underestimating this field, but the 410 sprint cars are not for the faint of heart.
Exactly. I mean, the first time I drove them, I almost flipped starting because, well, there's so much power on the rears that it literally raises the front, and you're doing a wheelie at the start if you're just starting normally, getting away from standstill normally. So those are handfuls. However, we are dealing with a different kind of handful today. The SRX cars, as you said, 700 horsepower under each of those hoods. Well, hopefully.
A few cars have gone through the wars, might have a little bit less, but thankfully with fast repairs that can be resolved quickly. Either way.
Either way, the safety car lights are off, which means the safety car will pull in right about now. There we go. And Wild Natures is in control of this restart. Usually it's been Lydian Fox controlling. However, this time it's Wild Natures. What can he do? Can he pull away? It is green. And it looks like he did not get as good as a start. And Reska actually got the jump here.
Reska Kyoso with a great restart coming into turn 1, but Wyatt has the inside line, and the inside line has been the preferred line all day, so he's going to take back the lead. Meanwhile, Dirty Gohai taps the wall coming out of turn 4, and Akito Suzugawa in 3rd position, looking to take second spot away from Reska Kyoso. It is a line astern for, I believe, oh my goodness, Lithium Fox gets to the back of Dirty Gohai, and there is carnage in the back. Big accident, huge accident, yellow flag immediately, and somebody's in the barrels. That was, I believe, Sohail Drew Cox having a massive accident. Oh my goodness.
Holy hell. I think this is the biggest incident we have ever had in VTRX. Like, what was that? 9 cars involved in this incident?
It starts all the way from Lithium Fox dumping, not dumping, but sort of tapping Dirty Coy out the way. You can see Sohail Drew Cox slam the sand barriers there. Oh my goodness. That was huge.
Oh.
Hang on to your seatbelts.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my goodness. We'll take a look at Lithium Fox here.
Suddenly a Katsu came from the left. Yeah, Lithium Fox is tapping the rear of Dirty Kohai, it seems, and then everything just spirals out of control.
We're gonna take.
So yeah, that was.
We're gonna have to take an
entire grid. Only the front 3 cars were not involved in that.
And yeah, after that, it was just a chain reaction, nowhere for anybody to go, and it surprised David Kante there. Oh my goodness, a lot of a big mess for the track crew to clean up there. So
it seems like only 5 cars came out of that sort of unscathed. The top 3, of course, were not involved at all in this. However, then is Lithium Fox, who, well, sort of instigated this entire situation. Got away cleanly, and RJ sort of, I don't know how, but he managed to get through all of this cleanly.
Let's take a look at the start of the race, start of the restart, I mean. Look at the really, really poor restart Wyatt Natus got here. But, I mean, the inside line is still the preferred line. As long as you stick to the bottom there, you got the lead, no problem. And Reska Kyoso probably just a bit too high, was just not able to capitalize on that poor restart. And Wyatt Natus able to just walk away with the first place here.
This is why we have White Natus still in the lead, ahead of Reska Kyoso and Akito Asazagawa. Now Lithium Fox is back in the top 2 rows if we're restarting in double file. We'll probably see that...
Not yet, so one more lap. A few cars still in the pits, that's Imetric Zanes and Sohail Drew Cox, who had quite a massive moment. So, understandably, taking a big time in the pit lane. Not sure what Imetric Zane's taking a bit of a long time to get in there. So, Drew Cox coming out with the fast repair. I believe she had the toe. And now Imetric Zane's left sides now. Forgot how long these pit stops are. We'll see how many laps down Drew Cox is. That is 2 laps down. So, still a lot of time to make up those spots. I mean, the lucky dog rule is in effect, and I mean, come on, you gotta believe there's more cautions coming.
Well, it's only been a third of the race so far, so yeah, probably, judging by how many yellows there already were. However, the lucky dog will most likely start up with Dirty Kohai, who is the first car who seems to be a lap down, and is only 1 lap down, as compared to Sohail Drew Cox and Imetric Saints, who are 2 laps down.
Oh, yes, you were right. Excuse me. So, looks like the pace car lights are off, so we're going to be going green this time round. Once again, it's going to be white.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a single file start now.
So White Knight is in control. Everybody else will have to go when the car in front of them goes. Waiting for the green flag. Green flag. White Knight gets a good... Ooh, big check up there, back there. Hopefully everybody keeps their P's and Q's intact. Looks like we're already going 3 wide. That's Eric Gregus and David Katse, I believe. Yes, it is. Dirty Kohai nearly gets into the side of Asta the Nyanpire there. But we'll take a look back at the head of the field at the moment if they're calm. Actually, no, we'll take a look at the battle for third. That's between Akito Suzagawa and Lithium Fox. Akito Suzagawa having to keep the Battery Fox behind him.
Yeah, well, Lithium Fox definitely knows how to do over racing. Also had the better lines around USA International, which was a dirt race. However, he knows the lines to take in the oval, going for the upper line for a bit more momentum onto the back straight. Maybe he can go side by side, goes a beat into the wall there once again. And in the rear to Chikoa also went a beat into the wall. However, Lithium Fox very close now to Akito Sasagawa as we go back and look at RJ Kame and David Katz battling it out here. That is for position number 5. RJ Kame is currently in the lead in this battle, as behind there is a large squabble of cars. Lithium Fox, I guess, went back into the wall right there as he's trying to pass Akito, but having troubles trying to get all of the momentum on back onto the straight. However, sometimes taking a bit too much into the wall. Here he is now directly following him.
Oh, and he gets into another car.
Touch once again.
Both Lithium Fox.
This time Lithium Fox couldn't save it.
Oh, and David Kate gets collected there, just gets clipped by Akito Suzagawa. Once again, Lithium Fox gets to the rear of somebody there. Thankfully, not as big of an accident as before. David Kate hitting the outside wall. But just, ooh, actually, Lithium Fox might have some damage there. Oh. Yes, he does.
Oh, look at the rear tire. The rear tire is really skewed to the inside.
So, yellow flag.
That is definitely going to be the fast repair. Well, he already had the fast repair, so I don't think he has one more.
No, there are unlimited fast repairs here, but as you can see, Lithium Fox just, ooh, actually, we'll get back to Lithium Fox, because let's take a look at David Katse here. Just comes up to the accident. Just an innocent bystander, unlucky. Akito didn't hold the brakes, and that's what caused the big damage to the right rear of Lithium Fox's car.
Well, this is going to be not the best outcome. Luckily, they have the fast repair still available, so Lithium Fox is not going to lose too much as we take a look at restart.
Yeah, this is the restart. Just everybody getting checked up here. Thankfully, no drama, but it's very hard to single file restart, especially if you're not used to it.
Yeah, Lithium Fox now in the pits, unsurprisingly, as is David Katz, as is Striker 95.
We'll take a look at Striker 95, taking both tires. A lot of drivers taking a lot of tires. Unlimited set of tires, so a good year, really, with a pretty big budget for all of our VTubers. Which, deservingly, we need all of the tires.
Yeah, definitely deserve all of the tires as well. Goodyear better sponsor that. Otherwise, they would have some trouble brewing for themselves. But yeah, it looks like Dirty Kohai got the wave around as he's now again on the lead lap.
Yes, you are correct. Dirty Kohai is now back on the lead lap. So the first car, excuse me, not on the lead lap is Soleil Drew Crocs, and then after that it will be I'm Mentric Zanes.
So the kerfuffle here that has happened has now led Eric Regis to be back in 4th position, and he's definitely looking to make up a bit of ground. He was, I don't know if he's right now still 3rd in the championship standings. He definitely was before last race. But he's right now right behind RJ Kame, and right behind that is Asa, who has found herself back towards the front of the pack after having had an unlucky streak.
Yeah, Asa the Empire, just a lot of the time nowhere to go with her incidents, but a lot less cars to avoid if there's cars in front of you now, so time to get, might be her lucky break here.
And she can be quicker than all of the people in front of her. She showed that in the qualifying session where she got the best lap. As everyone is now filing into double file, and it seems like the safety car, is going to enter the pits now.
Indeed, as the cars whiz by at pace speed. Pace car lights are off, as Julian has said. Wyatt Natus once again taking the charge for the green flag, the restart. We'll see if he's able to improve on his restart this time round. Riska Kyoso, we know, wants that first position so badly. He wants to win. He's probably the most experienced driver out of everybody here, but Wyatt Natus doesn't care.
Riska certainly likes this car the most. However, everyone is allowed to win. Wyatt Natus sure looking to make that possible. Let's see, the restart is green, and it looks like Wyatt Natus got a great start here.
Perfect start.
RJK is also on the inside of Resko, taking the battle to the yellow guy.
Riska Kyoso having to just slot in line quite a ways back from Wyatt Natus on the restart. Great jump from Wyatt Natus. Meanwhile, it is Eric Gregus in fourth. Looks like Akito Suzukawa already peeking to the inside and looking to make a move. Might be getting there. No, not quite. Eric Gregus shutting the door. Not able to make any move. Meanwhile, Striker 95 on the outside, making it work as we have cars nearly going loose there. David Katse with a great save there to cross the line for lap 30 of 65. Almost halfway there.
Oh, and that was a big hit into the wall there by Soleil Durcrox. It seemed like that was hopefully not too much damage to the right suspension.
Meanwhile, we have a train of cars being led by Eric Gregus here for the fourth position. Looks like Striker 95 is able to make the top line work for them. Top side might be starting to get a bit faster with the rubber being laid down there as more and more cars start running there. Lithium Fox right behind them, looking on the inside as well. A little bit of blink from Striker 95. No harm, no foul. Eric Gregus in the middle a bit, maybe missing the inside just a tad, allowing Striker 95 to get the momentum. Fortunately for Gregus, is able to just close the outside. Striker 95 grazes the outside wall, coming to turn 4. Now Lithium Fox peeking to the inside, might just get Eric Gregus here too.
The yellow flag is
Yellow flag.
Fox, a yellow flag. Seems like something in the back. Oh, we had a bit of a spin there. Asa is really crabbing now.
And Akito actually crashed.
Is it Akito in front? Yes. So what actually caused all of this?
We will see. We were not able to see it because of the battle going on at front. We'll see what went on here though. David Katse and Austin the Neon Pirate side by side, coming out of turn 2. Nothing so far. Looks like everything is to plan.
Yeah, so far everything is in check and...
Oh, just lost it.
Oh. And collected Mentrix, and it seems like then Akito just lost it on the exit of turn 4.
It looks like it. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, and David Katse clipped Akito Suzukawa, so just cannot find any clean air. Can't get out of the way of any incidents. Unfortunately for David Katse, just been really unlucky today.
No, but he had nowhere to go in that situation there, David. I mean, these cars, they're following each other so closely, you cannot turn on a dime, as it were, in this situation, especially if you're going such high speeds.
So we not even have had a chance to get a fun flag in. I mean, we
don't need them.
Yeah. We have fun flags flying all the time. I don't know if it's fun for the drivers here to be crashing into each other, but either way, it's made for an interesting race for us to commentate on. Once again, thank you for watching. This is the VTRX, Vtracc Racing Experience, hosted by tracc.eu. Thank you for watching. We are at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Commentating is Ruby Nekomata, that is me, and and the main I don't know. We're both commentating. Julian Strasser, usually the one in charge, just sharing the reins now.
Yes. Being in charge all of the time, well, sort of gets boring.
RJ,
No,
yeah.
One person who is definitely having a good situation right now is RJ Kame in third position right now. Most of the time he's starting on the outside lane, so if this restart is going to be double file, which I assume it will be, RJ Kame will be able to start on the inside finally.
The outside line, you're just kind of bogged down by the second in line driver who has to react to the leader and also has, well, of course, the outside lane, which is usually not the preferred line. So it's really difficult to start from the outside and gain positions unless somebody really leaves the outside lane open or something. So it's not the best position to start out in, so you definitely want to always start as much as you can on the inside as we go double file here.
Oh yeah, it seems like they're already double filing. Lovely situation. You know, you said before that you don't know whether the drivers enjoy all of the yellow flags and crashing into each other. I can tell you one person who is definitely enjoying his situation right now is Wired Natives, who is still in the lead, who is still dominating. Well, after the last restart and after the first restart where he led, he was gapping Reska Kioso in second position, and it's only one restart where he had a bit of trouble getting off at the green flag. This is now the fourth chance, I believe he has. Fourth restart where he can show how fast he can go.
Reska Kiosko is going to be hoping that Riot Natives spins the tires on the outside line in order to make the outside work at all. Green flag. Not at all. White Natives gets a great start, and Reska Kioso has to react. Doesn't react in time. Nearly gets caught by RJ Kame, but thankfully has the inside line to his possession. Dives to the inside, so all is fine there. Meanwhile, we have RJ Kame coming under attack by Striker95. So Striker95 looking to make an appearance in the top three, right behind Lithium Fox, Eric Gregas, David Katse, and Dirty Kohai.
I tell you what, that Striker 95 is looking mighty strong, especially on the outside lane this entire time. This is the first time that they're racing with us, and this is the first time that they're already showing what they can do. Oval racing in the SRX, no problem. Outside lane overtake on RJ Kame, who won the V4H, no problem.
What a move.
Striker 95 is on the podium.
What a move. They made the outside lane work up the treat as Reska Kioso now is looking to fight for the lead against White Natives. So now White Natives under attack for the first time since quite a while ago, I feel like. Striker95 meanwhile in the back hitting the wall as another yellow flag here. That is Soleil Drocox once again, I believe. Yes, it is. Pretty easy to spot that car from a way back, but Soleil Drocox, just not a good day for her.
Yeah, the sticker bomb is really easily recognizable, but let's see what happened here. As Soleil just loses it all on their own. No one helped her. Well, luckily for the incident counter. Unlucky for Soleil well, that was on the exit of turn 4, so I guess that is when you go flat out once again, right? Or do you go flat out around the entire corner with these cars?
Well, with these cars, they carry a lot of speed, so you're definitely gonna have to lift a little bit. I'm not sure. I've never driven around these parts, but especially when you're exiting turn 4, you really want to be careful to, as everybody's coming to the pits. Actually, only the top 3 are coming to the pits. Top 2, I should say, along with Eric Gregas. But yes, it is a very tricky thing to get the exit out of turn 4 right, because if you get too much right foot on the exit, you will do what Soleil Drocox just did. But of course, you don't want to drive like a grandma outside the corner. And I mean, it's in your natural instinct to just want to get on the gas. I mean, you're in a race car, for crying out loud.
Exactly. Everyone here is in a race car, and it looks like the leaders are taking tires, so this will be the one scheduled pit stop, I guess. We are, well, sort of at the halfway point of the race, a bit after that, so it seems like the worst tires, well, were now. Actually, we will see about that, because there is a chance that we will get less yellow flags, and more green time running will mean more degradation on the tires. So I don't think the tires were too bad now, especially with all of the yellow flags we've already had. However, this now marks the first moment, I think, in 10, 15 laps, probably maybe even 20, where White Natures is not in the lead. However, it is Striker 95 currently leading the race, blinking a bit, as they may.
Striker 95 enjoying the time out in front for now. RJ Kane will probably try and challenge, but Striker 95 is making that top side work. Probably the only driver who's been preferring the top side when they're not being forced around there. Making it work. Probably a lot of rubber already getting in there immediately. Usually you see drivers dive down to the bottom because that's usually the fastest way around. But sometimes during when you got enough green flag running under the track, you can really start to move around.
I'm just gonna believe you there, because I'm not the biggest oval racer myself. What I know, however, is that Striker 95 is going to start on the inside line now, because, well, I reckon this is going to be a double file once again, double file restart, which makes RJ Kane then start on the outside of Striker 95. It's going to be interesting to see what Striker 95 can do on the inside, because, well, as you say, we've only been seeing them on the outside, overtaking the car right behind them right now, for example. RJ came right before.
They are probably wishing that they had the choose cone here, because I believe they would choose to start right on the outside and keep that preferred line, but we'll see if they can get enough of a good jump to just stick it on the outside and have enough space.
One thing we should also mention is that Lithium Fox and David Katz are now back in the second row. So once we are restarting, they will be right back with the battle once again. And it seems like Dirty Kohai is right beside that, and with Akito Asagawa in tow. So yeah, this is going to be a heavy battle, especially seeing that Lithium Fox is back up. Lithium Fox is a very consistent racer usually, if they're not getting too heated towards the end of the race, which we've seen in the past. However, during the race, during the normal running time of the race, they're usually very consistent, very quick the entire time. However, they can sometimes also be very aggressive, so we'll see that at the restart whether that is going to come true.
Yeah, Lithium Fox has been a little bit of a catalyst for a few cautions. A bit of uncharacteristically. I've not really seen that side of him throughout the series.
Yeah, they seem more like outliers today. Yes.
Might have been just a bit of misjudgment, and maybe just you know, a bit of a brain fart. You know, we all have brain farts. But yeah, just getting into the back of somebody twice in a row. Hopefully nobody's really having beef with Lithium Fox, because if so, it's going to be very, very messy. But I'm sure everybody's having fun. I'm sure everybody is, you know, happy, holding hands, getting along with each other, you know? It's a noble thing to just get along and all be friends, you know, despite crashing into each other.
I feel like holding hands at the speeds that they are doing is very dangerous, so they probably should not do that. Metaphorically, yes. Actually, no. Anyway, Striker 95 is leading the restart as we're going green, and it looks like they got the better start. They got the head of RJ Kane. However, no chance for Lithium Fox to make up their position, so they're not going to go side by side into the T1. And Striker 95 is leading out and already having a bit of a gap ahead of RJ.
Meanwhile, right at the back of the field, we have Rizka Kyoso trying to squirm his way out of the back half of the field, getting on the back of Asa the Empire and Wyatt Natus as well, the previous leader of the race, going around the outside trying to get past everybody on older tires here. And looks like we have a battle for the lead. Striker 95 and RJ came on the inside. Striker 95 is using their preferred line right on the top side though, and is able to get past no problem. And Lithium Fox is now challenging RJ Kame. So RJ Kame just under fire here. Looks like Wyatt is diving to the inside of Akito Suzugawa, so that's another thing we should keep an eye on. Wyatt is just climbing right back up as he gets to the inside of Akito Suzugawa. Meanwhile, RJ Kame once again battling for the lead. Lithium Fox, and now David Katze.
RJ, do you not learn? You have to be way ahead of Striker 95 to make the inside line work against them. This time it did work, and now Striker 95 is battling with Lithium Fox, who is looking to get the battle to RJ as well. David Katz right behind, following Lithium Fox as they are both taking on Striker 95, who is staying on the outside here of Lithium Fox. Reski also making up quite a few positions and getting unsettled there with Dirty Kohai.
Oh, RJ came, forces Lithium Fox into the wall in the entry at turn 1, but thankfully everybody keeps it straight. Everybody's fine. Green flag still. Striker 95 struggling to keep that lead. Now back into the 3rd position. RJ came now under fire by Striker 95, but Lithium Fox still at the head of the field, using that middle lane, and Striker 95. Oh my goodness! Oh no, Striker 95, the car just snapped under them, just to the right and into the outside wall in the middle of turns 3 and 4, and the caution flag is out, and that is a lot of front-end damage for the previous race leader.
That's a lot of damage. Correct, but he can get the repaired. Let's take a look at the replay. Going over a very outside line here and getting a bit unsettled, trying to get a bit lower. However, yeah, just completely loses it. And back there, we also saw Asa lose it at the same time, I think.
We'll take a look at Asa the Empire here. Seems to have just lost it by herself. We'll try and go back on the replay here. Actually, no. Might have been slowing down, and Eric Gregus didn't react in time. Oh, it might have been a bit of knockout, actually.
Yeah, one of those situations. Unfortunate for Asa, cannot seem to stay out of trouble. However, quite a lot of people... What is going on with Striker's
Yeah, Striker
car?
95 not able to be under control of that car because just look at the damage that they have. That right side tire.
Is that a flat spot in the front right?
No, the right front is just completely collapsed. It's not even on the ground.
Oh yes, the entire suspension being collapsed. Holy macaroni.
So they will have to get that car repaired quick as a fast repair. Looks like Eric Gregus, Austin Yanpire, Lithium Fox, RJ came, and Dirty Kohai went into the pit, so that will leave Akito Asuzagawa in the lead of the race right now. David Katse right behind Wyatt Yanis, then Reska Kyoso. Like I said before, keep an eye on Wyatt Yanis and Reska Kyoso. I was taking a look at them because they were absolutely charging through the field while the head of the field was just battling.
If I was Akito Asuzagawa right now, I would be scared. David Katz, Wyatt Yanis, Reska Kyoso all right behind me. Holy mackerel. I know Akito is not that easily scared, also knows all of these people much better, and they have all raced together these past 3 races with these cars already, so they know what to expect of each other. However, those are some 3 quick guys right behind Akito Asuzagawa, who I think is now also, as Wyatt Yanis before, for the first time in the lead in this entire championship.
What a feeling it must be for Akito. Especially on an oval. Not his forte, you could probably say, so gonna enjoy it while it lasts. We'll see when the pace car lights come off here. Usually it comes off of turns out of turn 2 here. So everybody is out of the pit, so we might get green flag racing on this lap. It will be double file once again.
Yeah.
Yeah, here he goes. Middle of turn 2. Middle of turns 1 and 2, I should say. Double file now. So once again, the order of the race will be Akito Asuzagawa, who has so far gained 11 spots, third from last, now in the lead. David Katse on the outside. Wyatt Yanis in third. Then Reska Kyoso. Asa the Nyanpire just sticking it out with that front end missing in the 5th position. Eric Gregus is in 6th. Lithium Fox, the first, actually, I believe, I forget, but I think Lithium Fox was the first to pit in the 7th position, so a bit of ground to gain for him. Then as RJ came, Dirty Kohai, and Striker 95.
Yeah, there's been so much reshuffling of the grid so far in all of these yellow flag situations. We see previous front runners right at the back now. However, there's still 19 laps to go, so Let's see. Actually, that could also be elongated if we have a yellow flag towards the end of the race.
Restarting with 18 laps to go when we cross the line. Akito Suzukawa gets a great jump on David Katse, and Wyatt Nades is able to take advantage. Meanwhile, Riska Kyoso just stuck on the back of David Katse, trying to look if he should go low or he should go high. He opts to go low, but Akito Suzukawa is in the lead coming out of turn 2. Wyatt Nades looking to the inside now, trying to peek in, trying to get a nose in there. He might be able to in the entry of turn 3. Looks like Akito Suzukawa leaves the inside open. Wyatt Nades almost back to the point. They make contact. Everybody able to keep it straight, though. And Wyatt Nades might just edge Akito Suzukawa. No, Akito Suzukawa is able to keep it on the outside for how long? Wyatt Nades still sticking to the inside. Might just get it here. Ooh, Akito Suzukawa trying to squeeze him as much to the outside so he has no momentum. Wyatt Nades just scrubs off enough speed on the exit, and he will have to fall in line behind Akito Suzukawa coming into turns 3 and into turn 4.
This is some incredible racing there. Everyone knows exactly where the limits are. Oh, the limits were just met here. Akito and Wyatt Nades touching a bit. Reska Kyoso, however, trying to get the move done. Pretty much easily get that done, it seems, on David Katz on the outside. So Reska Kyoso now back into third position, right on the back of Wyatt Nades. Those two have been following each other earlier for quite a long time. Akito Asasagawa, however, was never in that mix. Now he is, and he is leading the race. Wyatt Nades taking a bit of a wide line. Reska Kyoso trying to get his nose in on the inside of Wyatt Nades, however, has not been able to do that right now. Maybe the exit was enough here. Going for the inside line. There is no overlap whatsoever, though, and Wyatt Nades is able to keep the second position for now.
You gotta wonder how much Akito Suzukawa is the cork in the bottle, because these two are battling side by side. Reska Kyoso takes the inside line away from Wyatt Nades, is able to maybe make the pass stick, clears him just about, but it sticks to the bottom side. Akito Suzukawa dives down to the bottom to block the close the door on his teammate, on his fellow Mirai United teammate Reska Kyoso, so that'll leave him trying to hang on to the second position against Wyatt Nades, who's been having a great day so far. Meanwhile, further back, we have David Katse side by side with Lithium Fox, who has been able to charge back up the field and making the pit stop, able to get around David Katse on the outside. Newer tires definitely working to his advantage. Reska Kyoso might have just been able to get the nose onto Akito Suzukawa as we cross the line for 13 laps to go here. Akito Suzukawa, however, leads another lap.
This is now the battle. Wyatt Nades seems to now like the outside line a bit, having a good run through T2 last time around and this time around. Good run, and is now in front of Reska Kyoso again. However, it seems there to be a little bit of overlap. Oh, Wyatt Nades doesn't care. Take the position and take the inside line away from Akito Suzukawa.
Oh my goodness! There was a car stopped and right in front of them. Thankfully, they avoided it. But Wyatt Nades nearly got the crossover done on him by Akito Suzukawa. But thankfully, the yellow flag saved him there. What happened to... Oh my goodness. Imetric Zanes spun right in front of the leaders. That was nearly a catastrophe.
That could have been very problematic. Just lost it. And front suspension collapsed. Luckily, got out of the way just in time.
Yeah, and I'm not sure he had much control of that car. If he was, maybe he could have held the brakes, but I feel like trying to go down to the bottom might have helped him in this case, because I don't know if they were able to avoid it with so much momentum. You're already coming into the corner, all those cars, especially if so close together, that would have been carnage. Austin Neon Pirate gets that frontal damage fixed, is able to get back on the racetrack. Imetric Zanes has to get that fast repair done, and will be going out shortly. Akito Suzukawa, ooh, got faked out, I think, by Reska Kyoso.
Oh, the mind games are starting, but Striker and Akito Suzukawa both now in the pits, trying to, well, what are they trying? They don't have any damage, so they're probably getting tires, right?
Probably getting tires, but I'm not sure. I would have preferred... Ooh, Akito Suzukawa overshoots his pit box, but I'm not sure. I would have preferred to stay out and just try and take advantage of the track position. Sure, you probably would have been starting on the outside, but, I mean, you're going to be in 9th spot behind, say, Striker 95, potentially Dirty Kohai, David Katse, RJ Kame, just a lot of cars. So I'm not sure it would have been the right decision, even if you get new tires. We'll see, though. Crazier things have happened.
And I think Soleil Duracrox got the wave around, is now only 1 lap behind. So with one more yellow flag situation, well, as Arsa is now a lap behind, I guess that would then go to Arsa, as Soleil Duracrox is trying to catch back up to the back of the grid. Now 1 lap behind.
Wyatt Natus, your race leader, after a great pass on Akito Suzukawa, coming into turn 3, I should say, just forced his way in there. Reska Kyoso was just trying to pound him, trying to box him in as much, but it didn't matter to Wyatt Natus. Just made that move work, knew exactly how to measure his car, and just was a great move. And now he has a chance to win this race potentially if he can hold off Reska Kyoso, who has shown he has speed.
Honestly, my jaw dropped when that happened. He was just almost coming together with whoever was following him. I think there was Lydian Fox. And then directly afterwards, immediately attacking Akito Suzukawa. If you spot someone going a little wide, I mean, if gap car.
Definitely worked for Wyatt Natus here as the pace car lights come off, so everybody will line up single file because it was not a consecutive caution. So it looks like Wyatt Natus will have the chance to get a good jump. And, well, I should say that Reska Kyoso might have the chance to get a jump on Wyatt Natus if Wyatt Natus spins the tires here. Which is very...
These two have been starting next to each other for a few restarts now, and in every situation except for one, Wyatt Natus got the jump. It seems to be very favorable for the inside line here on every restart. Not just, well, probably mostly because the leader can decide when to floor it.
So coming into turn 3 in the middle of 3 now, and now to 4, the pace car will take the sharp left turn into pit lane to get the restart underway with 9 laps to go after we cross the line. Wyatt Natus, your race leader. How long can he hold it? Reska Kyoso on the outside. He is hungry. Lithium Fox looking to make amends to a few mistakes he made this race. Waiting on the green flag. We'll see what Wyatt Natus has to offer here. Green flag is out. Wyatt Natus with another great start. Reska Kyoso was sleeping on the line. That made Eric Gregus have to move to the outside. Now under attack by Lithium Fox, Eric Gregus. You see right behind there, David Katse. So now Wyatt Natus with a comfortable lead coming out of turn 2. Gets the back end a little loose. Striker 95 and also the Neon Pirate into the outside wall out of turn 2. But no harm, no foul there. Looks like Reska Kyoso is able to gain it back a little bit of time at Wyatt Natus. Wyatt Natus going to maybe a little bit too high at the entry of turn 3. Losing a bit of time, but across the start-finish line. 8 laps to go at Charlotte.
I just wanted to say something like it looks like the 4 protagonists are back at the front. However, I don't feel that would be fair to all of the other cars racing, as so many cars have had very important roles today. Striker 95 was leading before, Akito Suzukawa was leading before. However, the 4 we have at the front now have sort of most consistently shown what they can do, as Lithium Fox is attacking Reska on the inside, forcing him to the outside line, directly following Wyatt Natus here. However, Reska has a good run, almost coming into the wall. However, this is not going to be enough. He's very far outside. I don't think this is going to be working against Wyatt Natus, maybe against Lithium Fox. As
3 wide. They're going 3 wide. Wyatt Natus has to back out. He says, no thank you. I am no part of this. He got really loose at the exit of turn 2. It had no momentum. That allowed Reska Kyoso to get past, and Lithium Fox just, I guess, persuaded his way into second position. Now trying to see if he can get the race lead from Reska Kyoso, but Reska Kyoso, once he's at the front, is able to run away. Will this be the case? And once again, with 6 to go, coming out of turn 2, we'll see Lithium Fox holding off Wyatt Natus, who's been having a great run. Meanwhile, David Katse trying to get into this top 3 battle. You see RJ came down to the inside trying to make a move on, I believe that was Striker 95. Yes, it was. So, meanwhile, at the head of the field, Lithium Fox right behind Reska Kyoso, now into the inside line, taking the inside away from Reska Kyoso, coming into turn 1. That will give Lithium Fox the lead for now. Reska Kyoso very, very high. Will this work for him? No, it won't. He's going to be resigned to right behind Lithium Fox and have dived to the inside very quickly here. Oh my goodness, he gets turned! And a huge respect.
Oh! That is a huge incident there. The two leaders coming together, collecting a large part of the grid right behind them. And it looks like Reska Kyoso, loads of damage.
Lots of damage for the number 13. What happened there just got clipped there. Wow. I don't have words for that. That was insane.
And this is now the situation we find ourselves in. 4 laps to go. And these two, the leaders of the championship, coming together. Huge damage to both of them. Striker 95 is well caught up in that very heavily.
Let's take a look at
Let's
this
see.
pass, though. Wyatt just had to back out of that. No thank you. No thank you indeed. We'll take a look at the yellow flag here. Yeah, Reska Kyoso just misjudged where Lithium Fox was and then just went for a wild ride.
I mean, he's turning into a Beyblade 82nd now. There we go.
Wyatt Natus got very lucky. He was so close to being collected there. And Akito Suzukawa, oh my gosh, T-Bone Striker 95, I believe that was. Reska Kyoso obviously having to go into the pits. 3 laps to go. I'm not sure if we're going to get a green-white checkered here. I'm not sure if we get limited attempts at this.
As far as I was told, I think we have something like 40 possible extensions on the yellow flag.
40 extensions.
Possible.
Wow. So we definitely have a lot of shots to get this right.
Yes, we definitely do. If my information is correct and up to date, that was the case for the first and second round. There might have been a change in the meanwhile. We will see that. However, Wyatt Natus is currently in the lead ahead of David Katz, and RJ Kame is now back here. And Soleil Drokrox is a lap down, but finds herself on track in 4th position. Oh, that was a bit surprising.
Yeah, Soleil Drokrox, I believe, is still at the check. I think a lap down.
Yeah, 1 lap down. Would have to get a wave around in order to be on the lead lap again.
We'll see where that wave around comes. But we'll be restarting with the green-white checkered, or overtime, as it's called here, I believe now. Green-white checkered because I'm just kind of used to it. Reska Kyoso back on track with a fast repair. Thankfully for him, that would have been a race-ending moment if otherwise. Also the Neon Empire in the pits. So the order on the restart has changed dramatically. Wyatt Natus, after having to back out from that 3-wide moment there, is now back in the lead. David Katze will be starting right alongside. RJ came back in the top 3. Then Striker 95 has another shot at this after having that big mistake into turn 3 earlier in the race.
And it seems like Reska Kyoso, gentleman that he is, gave himself a penalty for this situation. Now has to start from all the way from the back of the grid.
Yeah, I feel like that is a bit, I don't want to say deserved, but yeah, he just kind of clipped him. He got loose at a turn 2, went to the inside, and is maybe not in complete control of the car. Who knows?
All that we know is that with this next restart, we have the green and white checkered flag. Everyone is getting double file. This is now the opportunity that Wyatt Natus was looking for. No one, well, David Katz is right there. However, the 2 leaders of the championship are not. Lithium Fox is all the way back there in 7th position, I believe, and Reska Kyoso right at the back of the grid.
Green.
So this is Wyatt Natus' chance to shine as he gets a great launch. RJ came right behind that. Also, now up into 2nd position of the launch. Striker 95 is in 4th position, right behind David Katz. Looking to make that upper line stick is David Katz around the outside of RJ Game. And Striker 95 following right behind that as Striker and Dirty Kohai into the wall a bit.
Wyatt Natus coming to turn 3 has a very good gap here. We'll see if David Kate has anything to say for our race leader as we get another shot. Who has crashed here? Looks like it has been Asa the Neonpire. Once again, unlucky.
Yes, this caution will have a single file restart as it looks like. Oh! Did we see the beginning there? Was that just them losing itself?
We're gonna have to take a look at the rear cam because I believe that Asa the Neonpire actually got tapped by Akito Suzugawa. If I can find the camera. Yes, you can see right there.
Oh yeah. Just a tiny tap and Asa turned into a Beyblade.
The Asa the Neonpire in the pits, now having to get that damage repaired. Number 69 car just not with the best luck so far today. Had pace, but just not able to make it, just not able to display it.
Yeah, involved in many situations today. Wyatt Natus hasn't. And it's shown. I think at this moment most lead laps are with Wyatt Natus as Soleil Drocox is getting the wave around.
Yes,
And
so
is now, I think, back on the lead lap.
yes, Soleil Drocox finally is on the lead lap. I was about to tell you. So, big development here. Soleil Drocox just kept her foot in it throughout the whole day, and now has a shot at maybe a good spot, or maybe a top 5, maybe even a win if, like, the whole field crashes in front of her, which could happen. I mean, we've had everything happen.
Yeah, and people, this is why you don't give up.
Precisely. As also the Neonpire is still in the pit lane. And Menchuk Zanes will be the first car now. Actually, no, I'd have to check. Yes, Menchuk Zanes is now the first car a lap down. However, 3 laps down, I don't think... well, maybe if you get a lot of green white checkered attempts, will not be able to make that up. Eric Gregus is out of the race, retired, unfortunately. Did not catch when it happened, but unfortunately, Eric Gregus will be the first DNF of the day. So at the moment, we're just waiting for the second attempt at a green-white checkered, I believe it is.
Yeah, and from what I could read earlier, I believe this is going to be a single file restart. However, it seems like everyone is already sort of preparing for a double file.
The pace car lights are off. It is double file. We are going double... oh, no. Single file, maybe.
Single file. Officially, it is single file.
Yeah, everybody was just kind of deciding there whether or not it was, but yes, we're going single file, so looks like everybody will be going in command of the leader and everybody else ahead of them, so we'll see. Hopefully nobody has any big checkups. Remember, for the drivers, when you are starting on a single file restart, you go when the car ahead goes. You do not go when the green flag comes out, or else it is just a mess.
In that case, wouldn't it be sort of better if they faked a double file where like half the grid was on the left and then askew, well, one car behind the other half was on the outside lane? Maybe. But that is not how this works. Everyone is in an orderly queue.
Queuing up
Natus
in a drive-through.
as Wyatt Natus is getting ready to restart this race. Wyatt Natus in the lead ahead of David Katz and RJ Kane.
Green flag, green flag.
We are green, and it looks like Lithium Fox immediately diving on the outside of Dirty Go. However, Wyatt Natus got a great launch, and Lithium Fox is making up position after position, immediately already attacking Striker 95. Reska is right behind it, looking at RJ Kame having some troubles.
What a move by Lithium Fox, already back to 3rd position and getting around the outside of Striker 95. Meanwhile, it's a battle for the lead between David Katse and Wyatt Natus. Reska Kyoso in the wall. We will keep focus on this lead battle as we come to the white flag. We'll see a final lap of the race between David Katse and Wyatt Natus. Coming to turn 1, White Ninjas has the inside. David Conte in the middle trying to get the momentum out of turn 2. Wyatt Natus going up to the racetrack. However, David Conte, what will he do with his momentum? On the backstretch now, Daryl Linus Stern. No, Wyatt Natus trying to block the inside line. David Conte looking to the inside. Will not have the... Will he be able to get the nose on him? Not sure. They're going to be side by side coming to the checkered flag. No, it's Wyatt Natus. Wyatt Natus takes his first win of the VTRX in amazing fashion.
This is so great. This must be such a boost for Wyatt Natus, winning the final race of the championship right here, right now, after recently having had some doubts on their social media, went back, and came to this race just to win it. Wyatt Natus, what a deserved win, showing great pace all around the feature race today.
Now doing some deserved donuts. Do those donuts. Amazing job from Wyatt Natus. Great defense. Was able to keep his head on straight when it mattered. Was able to stay out of trouble, and it rewarded him with a win.
Wow. I mean, this was an impressive race. And we have Wyatt Natus, who won the race ahead of David Katz. Lithium Fox is now in 3rd, and Striker 95 in 4th. Resker, I believe, only finished in 7th position. Yes, behind Eric Regis. Dirty Kohai in 8th, Soleil Dracrox in 9th. Imentrix Saints rounds up the top 10, and unfortunately Akito Sasagawa... Wait, there's an issue here. This is the qualifying results. There we go.
Ooh.
Oh well. Are we getting...
Oh, the race.
Yeah.
Hold on, how do we get it?
Qualifying.
Qualifying, where's the race?
There's a drop down, I believe.
A drop down. I don't see any drop down, unfortunately. Either way, the race win.
Either way.
Yeah.
Wyatt Natus one-headed David Katz, Lithium Fox, Striker 95, and RJ came. Dirty Kohai in 6th, Resker Kios in 7th, Soleil Dracrox in 8th, Akito Sasagawa in 9th. Imentrix Saints rounding up the top 10. And then we have Asa, the Nyampire, and Eric Gregis, unfortunately DNFing today. However, this is going to stay interesting for a little while here, because we do not know who won the championship at this moment. Is it Resker Kyoso or Lithium Fox?
We are just gonna just what an amazing race.
Let's take a look at this again. Wyatt Natus, lovely to see that. Lovely to see Wyatt Natus winning this race. Having had so much battle, having had so much lead time for the first time. Really great to see.
Let's take a look at the battle between Lithium Fox and Striker 95.
Even though Striker 95 likes this outside line, really tries here again, but goes a bit too wide.
It was very close at the line. We were focusing on these two at the front. Wow. Just wow. What a result.
What a result. So, in that case, thank you so much everyone for watching. Thank you to all of our racers, pronunciation, who made this championship as interesting as it was. We had 12 drivers today, which is the actual size of the SRX grid as well. So we had a full grid today, which is lovely. We almost had a full grid every time, I believe, judging by SRX standards. So thank you everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for participating as well. This has been the VTRX Championship. It is currently undecided whether there will be a follow-up to this championship directly or how that will happen. If you want to find out, or if you want to race in the next series, I guess you have no choice but to come to our Discord server and keep up to date there, as we're going to announce all new championships there. Next week, we are going to start with the regular ACC series again, right on this YouTube channel. So if you press the subscribe button, you can be notified of the streams happening there. Alright, is there anything left that you want to say, Ruby?
That is it. You took the words out of my mouth, except just thank you for watching, everybody. And thank you for putting up with us in our little technical difficulties. Of course, this is my first time broadcasting an iRacing race, so it was new to me, but hopefully everybody enjoyed that race.
Exactly. And with that, I would like to say thank you, and see you on the racetrack.
Goodbye for now.